Infinite void. Please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you. You can find a link to the code in the description box. I upload my code to GitHub. I believe it's important to make your code available so that others can learn from your code. This is why I often upload my code to GitHub so it can help others grow. So let's get started. Hi, welcome to this video. This video is a live stream video again, so it's to code with me. So let's code together and create music from the software Pure Data. So let's get started. So I'm going to add a toggle, and I'm going to add a metro of 150 milliseconds. And then I'm going to create a load bang. So whenever you load the patch, when you always click on it, like when you open the patch, close and open, it'll automatically toggle on. So that's just to create efficiency in the patch. So right now I'm going to turn that off. So I am going to create a logic now. So I should do the spigot first, so it passes through it. So I'm just going to drag that down, spigot, and add another toggle. And then I'm going to add another toggle over here. Another spigot over here, because I'm going to add another logic in there eventually. But I'm going to start with this first logic. So an I for integer, and then +1, so incrementing by 1, so it keeps on adding by one number. And I can showcase this to you by adding the number symbol here. And then I'm just going to add the reset, so a 0 right here. Make sure it starts at 0. And then I'm going to add a modulus, so %7. And then I'm going to add another number object there, so I can show you the logical math that's going on here. So when I put it in edit mode, so when I press the metro to start it, the metro, when I start it, you'll see the logic happen. Oh yeah, you have to also activate the spigot, so yes. So the spigot also turns it off and on. So there we go. So do you see that? Right here, the I +1, it keeps on adding +1 as a number of sequences. So it keeps going on and adding 1 +1 +1 +1 to 1, you know what I mean? So +1 to everything, incrementing. Then this is 0 I put here, so you can reset it. So it starts back to 0, then it adds to 1 again. Then a modulus, it counts to a number from 0 to 6. So that's how that works, logic. I just want you to understand that, so that you gotta get what I mean. When you can get what I mean, you can understand the logic. Sorry about me ranting. I'm trying my best to do this live stream stuff and code with me. I want to talk in them a bit more so I can explain what's going on, but it's a bit of a challenge because I usually like to code with silence and just concentrate on what I'm doing. I don't like to talk when I'm coding, so yeah. So I'm just gonna go back to edit mode, and then I'm gonna create a select object. So I'm just gonna drag this down, select, so 0 to 1 2 3 4 5, and then I am gonna add bangs. So just wait till that automation of the keystrokes are not showing, because if I move it, it'll move the keystroke. There you go. I have to wait till this keystroke showing is disappeared, so I don't move it. So now I'm going to press copy and Control V. And then I'm going to copy and Control V again. So that's just more efficiency instead of always doing the same shortcut keys for bang. And then I'm just going to go like this and connect the select to the bangs. And I think there are 7 bangs in total. So I always like to press Control S, so I always save my work, because in case something crashes, I don't lose what's going on. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. So do you see that? This logic here is counting from 1 to 7, and it just repeats itself all over again. So right here, because this is the last thing that comes in from the beginning stuff. So this is the beginning entrance numbers, and this is the last part. So it'll do whatever coming at the last connection. So it's, if you see that, it's going like that. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going so quick that I can't count and keep up. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a random object, random. So 6, and then I'm gonna add the number thing again, so you can see the logic again of random. So it's collecting numbers from 0 to 5, as randomly instead of in a sequence order. So not in order. As you can see, it's not in order. So I want to add those 2 features in, and then I want to connect it to the select object, so it can randomize this. So when I add audio to this, it'll play the sequences. So you get what I mean when I add the audio in. So I'm gonna add a custom object that I created called phaser bang vline, and then the first number is the phaser sound, and then the second number is the length of the phaser. So I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna connect randomly the bangs to the custom object, and then I want to put it to so that it connects to the sound card. So I'm gonna do this so that it sends and it catches and throws to the sound section. So I've already automated at the top, so you'll hear sound now. So like that. So do you see? So this is the catch right here. So throw and catch is connected to each other. So throw right here. So throw right there, and throw catch. Throw and catch. They're related to each other, and this is the thing that already does the sound stuff, and it goes to the DAC, so the DAC makes the sound come out. So I already wrote all this stuff pre-ramble, because like I don't want to rewrite all that stuff out, so I have it all set where I generate the sounds down here. So now I'm just gonna keep on dragging that down, and now I'm gonna copy this and copy it again. Oops, copy, paste, and then I'm just gonna select it and drag it over here, then select both, and then connect the wires, so that I don't have to do them individually, one by one connecting it. So that's just creating efficiency. So I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna add random connections to the other custom objects that I did. So the bang, like that. So I actually have to change the numbers here, so I'm just gonna pick a random number and enter it in. So I think 200 would sound good, and I think 300 would sound good. So then I just save, and I press E, and then the spigot right here to make it randomized. So just randomizing the beats. So now you kind of get what I mean when the logic of the spigot and the random. So it's randomly playing the custom objects, and then this one it'll sequence it in order, the beat, and once I do that, this one is more randomized. Can you hear the differences? So I'm just gonna clean up the code. Oops, I closed the window. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to close that. Okay, so I'm just gonna clean the code out, and I'm gonna delete that because it looks a bit messy and I don't really like the mess. So yeah. I'm just gonna clean that, and I can delete this logic out. And I'm just gonna save my work again so I don't lose my work. And then I'm gonna copy this over and select the custom objects and connect it to the sound. Then I'm gonna delete this because I'm gonna make this all random eventually. And then don't forget to connect the Metro to the spigots. And then I am gonna copy this 2 more times. And I'm just gonna save my work again. And now I'm gonna change the numbers in here because I want them to sound different so they don't match each other. So I'm just gonna enter random numbers, and then I'm gonna keep the length the same amount, I mean, and like that. And I want to change the length so there's some variation. Yeah, I had to undo that. Now I'm going to save my work, and then I'm going to randomly connect the bangs to the custom object, just in any way that I just kind of guessed. So just quickly just connect them randomly without thinking, and hopefully in the end it sounds good. All the wire connections. And I'm gonna hit save. And now I'm gonna listen to each one. So that sounds actually good. So now it's gonna be like a listening process. So I like the sound of this one, so I'm gonna start with this one. So now it's just like playing with the toggles on and off, and then creating a musical beat out of everything, and rhythms and patterns and structure by clicking it off and on, so you're actually manually controlling everything to make it sound musically pleasing. So let's get started with some of this. So I'm I'm gonna turn this on now and let's start creating a musical piece, and I'll be silent now. So I'm gonna be silent and let's listen to a musical piece now. So that was an example of what I kind of do, and sometimes I change the numbers too to make it sound better. So whatever sounds better, or delete wires and connect the wires. So in this section that bangs to the object, the custom objects. So I just change that around and just listen to everything and listen it with my ears and see what sounds good and goes well together. So that's how I usually construct and build my patches. So I hope you found this enjoyable, and I hope you liked it and you learned something new, and it could be useful for your own projects. Thanks for watching!